Good morning. First off, thank you all so much for the well wishes with my foot. I am feeling way better and ready to get back to work. And huge shout out to Tyler for nursing me and taking care of me and also encouraging me to just lay low. Glad I did that because Michael and the crew are back today and we're going to get to work on getting the roof of the living room closed in so that we stop getting snow in the living room. So that's really exciting, something we've been waiting for so long. You can actually hear they're getting to work right away. They are eager as well to get this addition finished. So let's get over and get to work.
Don't stop now. Stay just a bit longer. We can talk about it later.
Oh, I think it's empty, is it?
I got two balconies.
In here?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll go.
So the first two sheets of roofing are just going in. So at this stage, we're just sheathing it in. Like, we're not worrying about the metal over top. There's quite a few steps that we need to do before we're even thinking about that. But
One thing at a time.
yeah, one problem at a time.
How long do you want that 2x4 for?
Talk about it later.
So we've got kind of a system going. Corey's up on the roof, fastening in all the sheathing boards, and Todd and I are just cutting them to size down here. And yeah, Michael and Blair are up on the other side, getting everything sealed in. Going pretty well. Wow, it has been such a productive morning. To see the roof like finally taking shape and to get a feel for what it's gonna be like living in that space, it's just so exciting. Hey everyone, what are you guys up to? Got squirrel right by the door. Hey everyone. All right, it is a pretty chilly day here today. I don't know where spring is, but I thought doing like a really hearty lunch would be great. So I'm gonna do a chicken noodle soup, I think. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be good to really warm the soul today. So I'm gonna get started on cooking lunch for everyone. Chicken noodle soup. Little garlic powder. Secret ingredient. Secret ingredient to everything, to be honest. Secret ingredient. Oh! Oh, my eyes. Oh! If anybody has any tips or suggestions on how to not cry when cutting onions, please let us know down below. It happens to me every time, like nothing I can do to stop it. So unfortunately, I only have mini carrots, so I'm gonna cut up mini carrots for the soup as if it was regular. Dad's little helpers were so patient. Sit. Good boys. All right, my last secret ingredient. This Better Than Bouillon veggie stock, it is so good. Even though I already put 2 like containers of chicken broth in, this veggie bouillon just adds something different to it. I really like it. And just like that, lunch is on. I made a really big pot, so hopefully tomorrow I don't have to break and actually cook a lunch. Also, yeah, we're still cooking on the wood stove, even though we have electricity. We kind of like it better, especially because it's free power, right? Like, we're heating the dome right now. Why not take advantage of that rather than firing up the induction cooktop? So one tricky thing about wood is you never really know how long to cook it for. So I'm gonna leave the soup on for like 45 minutes or so and see how far that gets us. So, all right. Wow, the roof is looking really good. Let's get back at it.
You are my soul, my religion. You are my best decision. Whatever it takes, I'm ready to break my own rules.
All right, it is time for everyone's favorite part of the day, lunch. So Ty has snuck away and made what smells like a pretty good lunch.
Chicken noodle soup.
Chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
just warms the soul up, you know?
That's what I said to them earlier.
Did you?
Yeah, look how good that looks.
Wow.
All right, you told them it's ready?
Yeah, they're just finishing up a little bit of Tyvek and then they're gonna be down.
Cool. Let's
All right.
dig in. I made an extra big one so that's good for tomorrow.
And the chicken smells good.
Oh yeah.
So we're making a little bit of a house sandwich, and what I mean by that is rather than just doing plywood sheeting on all of the walls, we're doing a plywood layer, then Typar for water resistance, and then on top of that, we're doing this isofoil insulation. What that does is provide an R10 on the exterior of the building envelope before we even get into all of the insulation that we're gonna do in the walls. So in total, we're gonna have around R50 for our walls, which is really, really good. The goal behind that is to keep the house really warm in the winter and really cool in the summer, because as you know, we are completely off grid. So we have all of these solar panels here and we wanna be very, very careful and cautious with that energy we're producing. So it's taking a little bit longer than we planned, but the reason for that is we wanna make sure it's extra insulated.
As long as I got lightning in my body, oh, no, it's my party, yeah. And you can bet that I don't care who's watching, because I feel so good. Riding this adrenaline on, you open up, I'm just getting started.
Just as we're finishing the last few pieces of roofing, it started to snow. I don't know if this is a sign or what, but like, look at the pond. It's basically melted. I don't know what is going on with the weather today, but we're gonna take it as a sign, get this last few pieces of roof up and get this weather tight. How you doing?
Good. It's so exciting to see it. We're on to the last strip right along the top there. That's really cool. Lifting all that plywood up onto the roof has been very physically demanding, and we're starting to get a little sluggish, and no amount of coffee is going to help us with that final push. So I've come down to whip up an AG1, who's the sponsor of today's video. AG1 is an all-in-one jam-packed formula with 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients. It helps with immune support, it gives boost of energy, it helps with your gut health, and it just makes you feel great overall. What's great about it is that we were able to get rid of all the other products that we had in our cupboard and in our fridge, and now we have one easy to consume product. To make it couldn't be any simpler. All you have to do is take 12 ounces of water, add 1 scoop, give it a good shake, and you're flooding your body with all that goodness. The best part is that it tastes really great. So rather than having that bitter, chalky taste that a lot of other products do, it's subtly sweet and actually enjoyable to drink. If you want to try AG1 for yourself, make sure you use the link in our description box down below, because using that link, you're going to get 5 free travel packs as well as a 1-year supply of the vitamin D drops. But for now, I'm going to get these shook up and back up to the roof before they notice I'm gone.
So now that we've got the roof completely cladded in, it looks so good, by the way. I can't get over the ceiling height, and just like to have these just be exposed beams and like a wood ceiling, it's gonna be everything. Anyway, I'm staying down here while the guys get to work up there. So my job is basically gonna be just handing lumber up, passing them tools, just making it so they don't have to come up and down this ladder. This is the most time-consuming part of it. So we each have like our own station and our own job, and it's working really well. So Todd's gonna stay on the roof and help Corey, Michael, and Blair get all of the strapping up off the roof. So the design of the roof slope changed when we added on the addition, so we need to modify that section. So anyway, we're just gonna get to work on that. See you! What do you think?
It looks so amazing. Like, look at the ceiling heights. I need to go back. Look at this. That is a lot of Christmas tree space.
That's a lot of Christmas tree space.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's also really nice because now the subfloor is more protected from the elements as well as the wood stove. It's all nice and sheltered from rain and snow.
Yeah.
So definitely really happy. We did have to kind of call it for the day because the roof now has to go the other way, but on the container we also have to build up a wall. So it's just a lot of math, and it was kind of better to just end with a win for the day.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is a huge step, and we're really happy and proud. So
Yeah,
tomorrow we'll just pick right back up where we left off.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
But for now, it's break time for
Yeah.
us. I mean, I haven't even really been doing that much except running everyone's schools and cleaning up and
That's huge. That's all I've been doing too. I feel like
Yeah.
you and I are like the best little helpers ever. I mean, Michael, Corey, and Blair haven't said it yet, but they're going to. They're going to be like, wow, you guys are really good at helping.
we're waiting for our little trophy. All right, let's head down and let's go spend some time with the animals.
Good morning. The guys are here bright and early and got to work right away on getting the wall built upstairs, but I want to give them a huge shout out because they came out with the idea of putting these insulation boards here to keep the heat in, because what happens is we're trying to keep it warm as a place to warm up while we're working, and we've been losing all the heat to the staircase. So now it stays in, and then you come through, you just close it behind you, and we're in the staircase. So it looks really good with the roof on. Yeah, okay, working on it already. Not sure if you can hear me with the saw, it's a little loud.
A shade of gray, turning south and pivoting my gaze. I see it now.
They are making some really quick work up here. So these are the rafters for the roof that slopes this way. This is the wall that we were talking about last night that it was just a lot of math to figure it out. So this comes up a little bit, and then the reason for that is the original slope of the containers in the first design was less, but because of how we had to slope the roof to get across the family room, this angle was looking weird, so we're just raising it up about 2 feet so that the slopes match, or they're closer to matching. Not sure if that makes sense.
Just one piece? Pull up. So the sun came out, and with it, it brought this really, really windy weather. This time of year, like end of March, April, is always really windy here in Nova Scotia. So we really need to go quick because lifting up those plywood boards up there, it's like a sail, and the wind is just crazy. So we're gonna try and all lift it up together.
I gotcha. That's all right. There you go.
It's never happened, it's never happened before. The cryptic and the clear seasons roar. A repetitive.
All right, so while they continue making progress doing that, I'm gonna try and clean up the main floor of the house a little bit. All of us coming in and out, it's getting really grimy in here, and because the front door is sort of our lunch station, I want to keep it clean in here. So I'm just gonna get sweeping and tidy this place up a bit.
Can I sweep with you?
Kind of dirty, eh?
Yeah.
A shade of gray, turning south and pivoting.
Spick and span.
Yeah, feels good.
Is it with you?
Yeah.
Oh, feels great to have the space clean and like just a good reset.
Yeah, it's really important to keep the space clean throughout this because it's more like inspiring and motivating to
Yeah.
keep going, opposed to if we let it get dirty and bogged down with like material and stuff.
I don't know if you've ever been to like a really messy construction site, but it's just like that's where mistakes happen. A lot of you in last week's video were really surprised that we're like making lunch and like doing all of this stuff for the contractors, but it just makes it a more like inspiring place to go to work. Like
Yeah.
these are really long days, and if everyone's fed and caffeinated and in a clean space, it's just that's where great things happen. So
Also, it's not like we have fast food down the corner or something, you know?
yeah, we are in the middle of the woods. So like, what else are they gonna do? What do we got on the docket for lunch today?
Soup again. It's just so like easy but also filling. So this one is a Tuscan medley.
Whoa, that looks so good.
Yeah, it smells really good. All right, I'm gonna go let them know that lunch is ready.
Oh my.
That smells good.
Smells delicious.
There's bread here too if you guys want any. So the original plan was to lift up the sheets of plywood up in that space, but because it's so windy, we're actually gonna use the genie boom, lift the sheets up with that, and then slide them on the roof because it's flat. We don't wanna lift the plywood up because then it's sort of like a sail and could like, yeah, it could literally blow you off the roof. So
That's a long way down.
oh, it's windy, eh?
Yeah, and it also worked out well. We're able to do 3 at a time, which is a good manageable amount. So they're now getting started on cladding in that part of the roof, which is super exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool to see this all enclosed, eh?
Yeah, it's when the wind dies, it's really warm.
Yeah?
It's nice stuff even now.
Might have to put some blankets up there for some tanning.
Little tanning deck?
Yeah.
You guys wanna get on that?
What?
Build a tanning deck for us up there.
You and me forever, and it's like
What are you thinking?
It's looking good. It's pretty cool. You know what, I was a little worried once the roof went on, it was gonna be too dark in here, but I think we've got enough windows.
Oh yeah. We keep saying we want to pop these out so we can
I know.
take in the view.
But we're waiting for the surprise, you know?
We're hoping the windows come sooner rather than later.
Yeah, if it ends up being later, we might end up cutting the window open before then.
Yeah.
13'9".
That's the ceiling height?
Yeah, that's pretty tall.
Wow. So while they've been putting up the last few boards on the roof, which looks so good by the way, Todd's mom and some family members have been hanging out over at the dome. Apparently they're into the sauna and hot tub again, so
And they told us to grab a camera because we're not going to want to miss this.
I can only imagine.
This is Sue's idea.
Yeah, we figured.
Wow.
Yeah.
Only in the woods, huh?
This is the part of off-grid living no one talks about.
Yeah. The crazy women in the woods.
We're gonna put bags on their head, but didn't think they would go for it.
Squirrel probably just wanted the bag itself.
Eddie.
Oh yeah.
Lily's
trying to
just
put
going
stickers-
crazy
Bag,
in
buddy?
there over bags.
I'm trying to put stickers on it. She's like,
What an ice sculpture you did, hey?
Daddy's gone.
We just heated them.
Yeah, exactly.
The 2x6x10s are frozen together. It's about what you'd expect today.
Winter build season. 8, 9. One less. You got one. Mini lock. That's a good one. Burger King.
All right, ready to rock and roll?
I'm ready.
like a cold drink of water on a summer afternoon. Like the fog clearing out a little time out in view. A breeze that whispers love.
Way better than having stairs at the front of the house.
Yeah, closest it's gonna get.
Yeah.
All right, wanna unload this?
Sure. things are progressing really well over at the house, which is super exciting to see. So I'm headed over to the dome because hopefully Tyler is progressing equally well with lunch. Everyone's getting a little bit hungry. It's a lot of work lifting all the like plywood and 2x6s and all the different materials. So definitely worked up an appetite this morning. And also, I just want to say, today is such a beautiful day. It's probably one of the, well, actually it is the first like day that feels like spring here. It's plus 9 degrees, which is just so beautiful. And I'm really excited to get back out into the gardens and get to work because I feel like I do some of my most creative thinking when I'm gardening. I guess it's all the herbs. Hey.
How's it going?
Good. How's lunch going?
Good. Just finished the noodles.
Nice.
I'm going all out today.
Yeah?
Yeah. We're gonna do like bootable sort of things. I don't really know. I made a bunch of stuff. So I made noodles. We've got a sauce with some hummus, falafel, tomatoes. We've got all these veggies.
Wow.
It's a very colorful meal. I'm
It
feeling
is.
very inspired by spring.
Yeah. I was just talking about spring on the way over, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Look how good this looks. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's bring all this over
Okay.
and yeah, have lunch.
All right. Let's go.
There's noodles, falafel. There's peanut sauce there with hummus.
So it's just kind of like scoop your own like veggies and stuff. And... All right, now that lunch is done, I'm gonna get to work on cleaning up the ground a little bit. So we've got a pile of scrap wood here, which is some pieces that had to come off when we changed the roof line, and then some ends from boards that were cut, as well as another pile over here. So I'm gonna start off first by removing the nails and then sorting it into anything that we're able to reuse, anything that's good for kindling or fire start, and then anything that's gonna go to our bonfire pile. So let's get to it.
I'm not the kids, yeah, I'm about to shut this down. Around the rivers, running the streets wherever the sun shine down. I'm with the bridges, I'm not the gates, yeah, I'm about to shut this down. I'm with the rivers, running the streets wherever the sun shine down.
Like this is all going down to the dome, and this will be pretty much it.
Just a little bit of kindling.
Holy, I think we got like an entire lifetime's worth, but it was one of those things once I started, I just had to keep going.
It's really good you did this. And like, look how clear the work site is now.
Yeah, this is one of the plus sides of hyperfixation.
Todd is definitely on the hyperfixation spectrum. All right, I think we're gonna go clean up for the day. The guys just left. Got a lot done. The roof line is looking awesome,
Oh,
but
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like really good.
it's been a long few days.
Yeah,
Yeah, you wanna go clean up?
yeah. I'm sorry. All right, now that we have all this kindling split, it is time to bring it down to the wood tent. So I'm gonna work on just putting it all right here until, well, I guess we'll still need a little bit this year, but then it'll be here ready to go for next winter. So let's get to it because it turned into quite a bit of kindling. All right, we got all the kindling stacked and holy crap, there is so much of it. This is exciting. As you know, we've had trouble with our fires over the last couple of years because we haven't had enough kindling or the wood's been wet. So I feel like now that we're experienced a bit more at living off grid, we're a little bit more prepared. Okay, look at all the kindling. Okay, so I was literally getting ready to move Ruby out of the way and all the kindling that I just stacked fell over. Like, oh my, I guess I gotta come up with a better way to store it, but you know what? Honestly, for now, you can still get around the pile. So I'm still gonna go sit, put my feet up, and I guess brainstorm some way of storing all this kindling. So the good news is I got all the kindling down here.
This is exactly why I said I was done work when the guys left.
Could you hear it fall over?
Yes, I could. You pushed your luck, and I said, you know what? I should be a good husband and help, but no.
Yeah.
The last few days have been a lot.
Yeah, you don't feel like winning the Husband of the Year trophy this year?
No, that breeze feels amazing.
Yeah.
Spring is finally here.
It feels good.
Oh, speaking of, we decided that next Sunday we're taking off for Easter to spend some time with our family. So we'll be back on April 16th with a new video.
See you then.
Bye, guys.
Bye.